For the third part in our series on selling yourself, we turned this one idea into three parts and we've all lost track of where we are. We've covered how to... Oh, no, we haven't lost track. It's all written in front of me. We've covered how to network, part one, and how to nail an interview, part two. But how do you maintain those connections after the event without being just a pain in the arse? Career expert Laurel McLeay joins me now. Laurel, good morning.
Good morning, Paul.
Honestly, you can serialise anything.
Thank you, I think.
Here's the thing, right? So you've had your interview and, you know, it's that funny thing, isn't it, where you come out or someone says to you, how did it go? And you seriously, for a moment, you think, oh, I thought it went well. Did it? And what did that mean? And so how do you know when it's the right time to even inquire or to just raise your head above the parapet?
I think we could just raise our head above the parapet a lot more than we do. But if you're thinking about a guideline, why not ask in the interview? You know, say, okay, look, this is great. I'm really interested in this role. Can you please tell me what happens next? And so often we just don't bother doing that. So if they say...
God, it seems so easy, doesn't it?
I know. If they can say, well, we'll be making a decision in the next 2 weeks, diarise that in 10 days' time, you might just want to connect.
Okay, so you would never say at the end of the interview, now, do you want me to contact you or anything?
I don't
actually
think
only
so.
Just live down the road. I can pop round if you like, and while I'm doing the lawns, I can just ask if you made a decision.
That could be slightly stalker-esque now, couldn't it?
Because that's the issue, isn't it? And I know a lot of people who've been in the situation where they've thought, God, I just want to know. It's been 4 days and I've heard nothing. Is there a time period, say you forgot, as most people would, to actually ask that question at the end of the interview, is there a time period where it starts to become very reasonable just to phone up and inquire?
So what I think is, firstly, as soon as you've had the job interview, and I'm really interested to see what you think about this, is write a thank you note. You know, we so often have a lot of online communication, but actually write a thank you note. I knew you were going to look like that.
No, I'm glazing up. No one writes a thank you note for an interview.
Yeah, I know, but isn't that nice, you know? Isn't it like, hey, thanks, and you maybe say a couple of specific things about the role or about the company or about them. Now, what happens...
Either that is a really good idea or it's a really bad idea, and I'm not sure which.
Depends on your risk factor, doesn't it, really?
Yeah. Oh, I like risk, so...
Yeah.
Okay.
And then what you want to do is basically be in touch with them and say, I don't know, maybe within 2 weeks and just say, hey, look, I wonder what's going on. I actually was with an interview once. I was working with a client. It took 6 months to actually place that position. So I think sometimes we think silence means that they're not interested.
Okay, now
I
knew this was one of your points, and you're absolutely right. Don't sort of prejudge the situation just because you haven't heard for a little while, because it can take a long time.
Absolutely. And other things just get in the way, that you are not their top priority. They have other things to do. They might be trying to get some funding, extra funding for the role to give you some more money. You just have no idea.
I had a friend who was looking for someone to fill this particular position for quite a while, and they were just talking about it a lot. And in the end, I said, oh, have you filled that position yet? And he said to me, he said, funniest thing happened. He said, I was just about to make a call to the person that I'd chosen, and the second person who I was going to choose, if this person said no, actually phoned up, so I just gave it to them.
Oh my goodness, you're kidding me.
So the first person will never know.
That's
because
right.
Actually, sometimes you are helping people out by reminding them who you are.
Exactly. Let's make their job easy. And so they've got this bunch of people and they're thinking, well, this person's being proactive.
You know what you've done? You ended the year with very good advice, Laurel. Thank you for coming in. We ran out of time.
Oh my goodness.
That's how you know.
No, I just know I'm in between you and finishing the work. So I won't take that personally.
Okay. Over and out, Laurel. Thank you. Laurel McLeay, career expert. It's been a pleasure talking to you all year. Have a happy Christmas.